What is going on, you guys? This is going to be a different video of mine. This video, I'm just telling y'all happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is something that when I'm home we always sit around the table together before we eat, and I'll start with our youngest one, Corbin. He's 5, and we'll ask him what he's thankful for, and normally he'll say something like toys or something like that. I think last year he said something. I wasn't there last year. I was deployed, just like I am right now. Deployed again, two Thanksgivings in a row. But my wife sent me a small video on the ship of Corbin said he was thankful for Daddy, and it really, really meant a lot. I remember just breaking down crying watching it, and just thinking about it right now is kind of making my eyes water. And then I'd go to our second oldest, Landon, and then Caden, my oldest son, and then our daughter Sydney, who's 17. And then Mama, my wife Tiff, she'll say what she's thankful for, and then as the provider, as the head of household, then I say what I'm thankful for. And like I said, this is the second year. Man, that's loud. This is the second year in a row that I'm not here, that I'm deployed. I'm on the USS Harry S. Truman right now, and I'm actually making this video 4 months in advance right now, because this is how important this is to me. And typically these type of videos don't get the views and the likes and all that stuff, and guess what? That's not what this is all about, man. So in this video I wanted to say some personal things that I'm thankful for, and hopefully my wife will see, and then some things that I'm thankful for here in the community and on YouTube. So starting off on the kind of the personal end, what I'm thankful for is number one is my wife. I've been in the Navy. It'll be 17 3/4 years by the time this video comes out, and she's been there for 12 of them. So we got 4 kids. She's put her career on hold. She's put everything on hold to support me, to raise our kids and all that. And you just couldn't ask for a better partner, a better friend. She puts up with my addiction, and everyone hears addiction like, oh shit, man, what kind of addiction does he have? My sports memorabilia addiction. I don't have very many vices at all. I have 2 major vices. Food. I eat like crazy, and that's why I'm so chunky. And sports memorabilia. I don't drink alcohol hardly ever, and I don't smoke. I don't do drugs or anything like that. So she's put up with that, and Lord knows my addiction to sports memorabilia is probably worse than all those things combined. Next is my kids, Sydney, Caden, Landon, Corbin. They're the freaking greatest bunch of kids, man. I get so angry sometimes when I'm home because they just drive me nuts. And all of them right now are upstairs asleep. My wife's upstairs asleep. And just thinking that here in a little while, in a month or so, I'll be on deployment again, away from them again for 6 months. It just makes me really appreciate what I have in my children. They're so awesome, and I'm extremely thankful for them. Next, I don't want to sound like freaking crazy man, but I'm proud to be an American. You just don't realize until maybe you've been on deployment or in the military, or until maybe if you've gone on vacation overseas, you might have seen it, how good we have it here. It's wild, the amount of shots, literally like shots, that I have to take before I go on deployment to get us ready to go into some of these countries and to drink their water and to eat their food and all that, so we don't get sick. The freedoms that we have and all that. I mean, that's all I know, man, and that's all most of us know, and it's just something to be extremely grateful for. And last but not least is my parents. My mom. My mom has always been my biggest fan. I actually tried to get out of the Navy in boot camp. I tried to puss out. saying it was too tough. And I called my mom, and I had to go see a counselor. And my mom told the counselor, do not fall for this. Do not let him out. That is the toughest my mom has ever been. Like, normally my mom is all, whatever he wants, blah, blah, blah. And if it wasn't for her, man, I wouldn't have all this stuff today. Like, seriously, like that 5-minute interaction on that phone, if it wasn't for her, my whole world would be different. And I'm such a mama's boy. I love my mom to death. My dad, he's always been a hard ass. My parents are together. They've been together for a long, long time. Very hard man growing up, very strict, very disciplined. He was a Houston police officer for over 20 years. I was maybe a little scared of him, younger, but now that he's older, just some of the wisdom and advice he gives me is really, really wild. And I'll share a story with y'all that I really don't need to share, but just to give you an insight on how my dad is. So my wife and I had this decision after this sea tour. The Navy has these different programs, and one of these programs is to get senior enlisted like myself on back to sea duty. When you're on to sea duty, you deploy and you do all that. And so they have this program, and they're paying people a ton of money, man, like $500, $600, $700, $800 a month, depending on your situation. A month. We're talking for 36 months, and they pay it in advance. Well, I've already done 2 deployments in the past 2 years. Actually, a year and a half. I've done 2 deployments. And I called my dad, and I told him, I was like, Dad, and I don't know what to do, man. I'm sick and tired, man, of being gone from my family. Selfishly, I'm sick and tired of living on the damn ship. I'm like, just the thought of going back on that damn gray boat just makes me want to vomit. I'm like, what do I do? And when you might think most dads would say, you do what feels good, son, or anything like that, man, he told me something that I think, I don't know, man, it's just such a my dad comment. He was like, it's easy, son. You have to do it. He goes, as the provider of that family, as the man of that household, you have to go back-to-back sea duty because your family needs that money. And it ain't about you, and it ain't about being gone from them. They'll understand. But your family will benefit from that money and the sacrifice that y'all have to make together as a family. He goes, it's a pretty easy decision, son. That's my dad, man. So really thankful for him. Sorry for all the cheesiness there. So now let's get over to the community. So I don't know, man, it's been what, 7, 8, 9 years. I'm sure you can go look when I joined Facebook. And I've seen so many dudes come and go, and I have, if I were to show you my phone listing, which I better not because I would show phone numbers, probably half of my phone directory is YouTubers. Some of my best friends that I can call anytime I want and talk about anything I want. And say Mike, baseball collectors, probably not in the military, civilian world, he's probably my best friend in the world. I can talk to him about anything. I trust the guy literally with my money. I don't know if that's something he wants me to share or not, but he's my financial planner. Me and my wife decided to go with him, and so we trust him with everything, man. And he's been great. Him and his wife are just awesome. Jason Willman, I met him at the National a couple years ago. The dude's so funny, man. He calls me and texts me once a week. I try to call him when I can. Joey Burt Cat 8, awesome dude, awesome guy. Same with Everett, another guy that I was really close with for a while there that I really need to make an effort to get back to talking to him is Bob Barth, some Super 25 sports cards, I believe it is. Might be wrong, I'm bad at the usernames. Freaking insanely awesome dude. Went to the National. Between him and Derek Robbins, I seriously thought that those dudes could have been my brothers. we got together, or got along that well. Other dudes and gals that comment on my videos that I've never even talked to on my cell phone or email or anything. You know, Bowman 1951, Kim Williams, Caleb's Cards, Bill, Hall of Fame collector, Ed Westergriff, Lone Star Legends Cards. I love him. He's another big-time family man. Awesome dude. I'd really like to meet him one day. Steve, Purple GT. Hope you're doing well, by the way, man. Eric, those back pages. I tell Mike all the time. Mike Moynihan, I'm like, man, I've got to freaking talk to Eric on the phone, man. He's just such a genuine guy. Undisputed Frost is another guy that comments on all my videos, and now he's writing me on Facebook from time to time. Henry S, man, that dude I think has wrote on every single one of my videos for probably 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years, man. Almost, I want to say every video. I can't think of a video where he hadn't. So Henry, extremely thankful for you, man. And Pepino, man, you know, just all the entertainment value and all that. Who would have thought, man? Just something that I jumped into YouTube to show off some cards and to, you know, be honest, it was pretty selfish reason why I got in it, you know, so people could tell me how awesome my cards were, or awesome my collection was, and so I could get a big head, you know, over it, and like, yeah, they think that shit's cool. And it's turned into something so much bigger than me, man. It's not even like that anymore, you know what I mean? Like, what's funny is a lot of the people, a lot of my buddies, like, they don't even comment on my videos anymore. They'll just call me or text me. And I was like, oh, you watched it? And they're like, of course I watched it. And I was like, well, you didn't comment. Well, I called you. Oh, shit, okay. So, sorry for the long video. Sorry if it was cheesy. I just wanted to get some of that off my head. And this will be coming out on Thanksgiving Day, which, like I said, it definitely isn't about the views at all. But I imagine hardly any of you guys will see it. And honestly, I hope y'all don't see it, because that means you're spending time with your family. That means you're spending time getting fat, eating turkey, watching some football, freaking maybe doing a little Black Friday and the lines and the hustle and bustle and all that. So, man, I hope y'all have a freaking blast, because I promise you, I actually scheduled this to come out. I already know what schedule I'm working. Like, I know the hours I'm going to be working. I'm working, 6 at night to 6 in the morning every day on the ship. So I actually have this released as I'm normally going to bed on the ship. So kind of cool. I did that for a reason. So it's a personal reason. So if you went through all that video, man, all 13 and a half minutes of it, thank you. I'm extremely thankful for all of y'all for watching these videos, thumbing them up, writing comments, all that stuff, man. The YouTube community, I should have said just thanks for YouTube, and the community has been so much bigger than anything I've ever could imagine. So, until next time, adios, be safe. Thank you.